Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video all on contouring powders and just what to use, brushes, and I kind of narrowed it down all to drugstore products because I find that while I do own high-end makeup, I do lean more toward my drugstore because it's just easier to reach for, and I find that the quality for drugstore these days are very comparable to that of higher end products. And realistically, I mean, who has all this money to spend it all on high-end makeup? I picked out all my favorite drugstore contouring powders, and I have a few brushes here that I want to show you that I love to use for contouring. So if you're interested in learning what my faves are, please keep watching. First of all, I apologize. I have a cold. I don't know what I have. I think there's allergies in the air right now, which is weird for winter because everything's supposed to be like down with the snow, but I have had every single symptom that allergies give you. I have sore throat, stuffy nose. I can't get rid of it. So I apologize if I sound like a chipmunk, but we're going to get through this. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I should just mention that I do have oily skin. So a lot of these products that I own, I do use regularly when I do contour. So they are safe for oily skin. They shouldn't trigger any additional oils in your skin. So don't be afraid to purchase them if you do have oily to combination skin. Also, if you guys are interested in the makeup look that I'm wearing right now, it's very 90s inspired, please stay tuned for either the video after this video or the video before where I show you how to complete this look. The first bronzer that I want to mention is by e.l.f. It is the Contouring Blush and Bronzer Duo. Now, I purchased this on their website online, and the colors that I got was blushed and bronzed. These are the colors here. The bronzer is a little shimmery. I actually use this to get this look that I have on now. It looks shimmery in the palette, but it doesn't show up as shimmery when you apply it to your skin. It is a very, very nice, subtle, I'm blinding you, bronzer. It's not muddy at all, and that's why I really like it. It is buildable. And there's such a range of colors or array of colors on the e.l.f. website for you to choose from. This is super affordable. It's $3 and I use it often. Also, the blush that comes with this, I know I'm talking about bronzers, but the blush that comes with this is totally worth it. Sometimes you buy duos and you only use 1 out of 2 of the products that are included, but this really, really is great quality powder product, I guess, and I definitely use it often. Again, I am in the shade Blushed and Bronzed. I hope that's what it's called. If not, there's a number here. It's number 20906. Next product I want to mention is a cream product. This is L'Oreal's True Match Concealer Crayon. I have this concealer crayon in different shades for different reasons. I have the light to medium color. I think it's called, is it light to medium? Yeah, I think it's light to medium for my highlight. I have this one, which is medium to deep, N6-7-8. This is what I use to contour. I typically use this for my nose. I find it's much more precise than using a brush. While I do have a brush here that I like to contour my nose with that I'm going to show you guys. I do enjoy this because it is a crayon, and all you have to do is just basically draw where you want to contour. Love, love, love these. You can find them at any drugstore, and they're amazing. Also can find them at Ulta. The next bronzer on my list is Physicians Formula. Physicians Formula has many bronzers, all of which are very different. Some bronzers from Physicians Formula I do not like because they are very, very shimmery, and I'm just not a shimmery girl, and I think that's why I don't really like lip glosses. I love matte. I'm very partial to matte lipsticks, bronzers, eyeshadows, everything. The bronzer that I'm going to mention is the Bronze Booster bronzer. First of all, the packaging on this is beautiful. I love Physicians Formula because their stuff is so pretty. It always comes with something extra on the inside, whether it's like a brush or whatever. I really like it. And there's also a mirror here. I don't want to blind you, but there is a mirror. It's really pretty. But back to the bronzer. It has this very beautiful sun embossed embellishment, I guess, on the inside of it. This bronzer is so pretty. It gives you a very golden brown kind of tone to it. It is not dark in any way. It's not going to give you that very serious contour like the e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzer tool that I showed you. Nor will it give you the look that the L'Oreal True Match Concealer Crayon will give you either. This one is more of a subtle bronzing look, kind of great for the summertime when you just want to give yourself a little touch of just glow. This is a great option. Now I hope you guys can see that on my fingers here. No one's really told me if they like to see the swatches from afar or up close, but this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see it. It is really amazing, and it just gives you the best little like glowy golden color. And I'm in the color medium to dark, and this says Airbrushing Bronzing Veil Deluxe Edition. Amazing. This is also very, very easy to blend, as well as the L'Oreal True Match Concealer. I forgot to mention that, but they're great and easy to blend, which is amazing, because if you apply too much of bronzer, which I have done several times, you want to make sure that you take it off and you want to blend, blend, blend until that happens. And if you get stuck with a bronzer that doesn't blend well, you are screwed. So thankfully, all of the ones that I mentioned are super easy to blend and super buildable. So my next favorite is NYX's matte bronzer. I always call it bronzer because at the bottom it says bronzer matte. I guess that's French. I'm in the color Deep Tan. This is a matte bronzer, obviously, because it is NYX matte bronzer. I adore this bronzer so much. It is so amazing, so affordable. And I wasn't even looking for it, of course, like much of everything that I own. When I bought it, I wasn't looking for it. I just happened to stumble upon it, and I'm so happy that I did. You could definitely find this online on their website. It is very affordable. I don't know how much it is. I think it might be like $8.99 or something like that, but definitely worth it. Now this is amazing and very blendable. This will definitely give you that heavy contour. It is buildable, so you can kind of give it a little swipe, like a swirl on your brush, and lightly apply it, and you can build it up to give you that very serious contour if that's what you're going for. But don't be afraid of the color. It looks a little weird on camera, I think. It looks a little orangey, but this is definitely a true bronzer. I am going to show you other bronzers that I like to use that are a little off tone. It's not your typical bronzing color, but this one is definitely a true bronzer. Out of everything that I mentioned, I would definitely mostly recommend this one because I have been using it for the longest, and honestly, I've owned this for a while now, and I am not even close to hitting pan, so it is definitely worth the money. Next product that I'm going to mention is a blush, but I do use it to bronze. Sometimes I apply my blush on the apples of my cheeks, and it's usually if that blush is like a pink or a purple or something like that. Now, if I run into a blush that is darker and gives me that warmth, I like to apply that blush underneath the apples of my cheeks, so like in the hollows, but not really contouring, if that makes any sense. I know I used the technique in one of my tutorials. If I find it, I will link it down below. But the blush that I want to mention is by Jordana, and Jordana Blushes, if you have not learned this already, I'm going to tell you. The Jordana blushes are amazing. They are so pigmented. They are like butter. They glide on. They are super affordable. They last. They have a really nice lasting power. I wouldn't say that they last all day, but they last a really nice amount of time for the product that you're buying. I bought mine at Kmart. I don't know if they sell them at Well, they do. I believe they sell them at Walgreens, but I do live close to a Kmart, and they do have Jordana in my Kmart. The color that I'm going to show you guys is in Terracotta. Now, this is more of a orangey kind of undertone. If you are not careful, you will look like an Oompa Loompa. So I will say, if you are my complexion and you're looking for like a blush bronzing in one kind of product, this is definitely the way that you want to go. At least a terracotta color is the way that you want to go. I discovered terracotta when I bought this. I thought this was going to come up pinky on my skin, but when I put it on, it was more of an orangey color, and I'll show you guys. It's like a peachy orangey, and that's it right there. I hope you can see that. But again, if you're not careful, you will look like an Oompa Loompa. And this is a great thing to use when you don't want to contour, but you want to accentuate the, or define your, oh my god, your bone structure and the, I can't speak, and the hollows of your cheeks without really going in and bronzing and then applying blush and then blending. This is a very easy solution for those of you who are on the go or just want to look kind of like effortless. I definitely would recommend this. This is Jordana in the color 15 Terracotta. And for my last product, I want to mention another NYX blush that I use to kind of contour but not. That's what I'm going to call it. Kind of contouring but not. This is the blush. These are the small compacts like this. This one I bought at my local Ulta because the CVS by me, like nearest to me, they don't have NYX products, and I'm not going to travel a million years for a CVS that is not going to have the selection that an Ulta has. So I just went to Ulta to check out their NYX blushes, and I stumbled across this one after I happened to buy the Jordana Terracotta blush. This one is a little lighter than Jordana. It also has a little bit of a more sheer kind of feel. So it won't make you look as much as an Oompa Loompa as the Jordana blush will. But I still love it because in the summertime when I do get a little more color, I do gravitate toward this one a little more, especially if I am applying makeup to kind of run errands and I don't want to contour, but I want that chiseled kind of look. I do reach for this. This is very, very blendable, very affordable. You love this product, and it's the last product that I'm going to mention. The contouring brushes that I enjoy using are my Real Techniques contouring brush. You can get this on Amazon. I'll link them down below if you're interested in taking a look at the price point or if you want to purchase them. This is, it is affordable. I'd say it's like a $9 brush. It's by the Pixie Woo Girls, and if you don't know who they are, you should definitely search them on YouTube because they are amazing, those girls. They apply makeup like no other, and they are just, I just love watching them. So this is the Real Techniques contouring brush. It is a tapered brush that picks up the product very, very well, and the way that it's tapered, it really does fit in the hollows of your cheeks, and it's easy to blend out because it is a dense brush, so you can definitely blend without a problem. The next brush that I want to mention, I actually used it for the first time in my last, well, in this makeup tutorial that I'm wearing on my face now. This brush I purchased on dresslink.com, and I'm going to link those down below as well because they were, I think, a 9 or 10 piece set. I paid like $1.99 for all 10. I love it because the way that it's tapered, it kind of comes to more of a defined point than the Real Techniques brush does, and it gets into the hollows of your cheeks much better. And when you press it down like this, you can blend so well. It's just, I love this brush, and I would recommend it to anyone who is trying to contour. Another contouring brush that I enjoy using is not a contouring brush at all, but I like to use it to contour. It is the e.l.f. Angled Foundation Brush. Now, I mentioned my Terracotta picks for contouring, and this is the brush that I typically use when I use these blushes or when I use a technique to contour but really not contouring. Yeah. Because this angled brush, I just dip it into the product like that, like just in one motion, in the same motion. I don't do this. I don't swirl it. I just go like that so it's on the edges of the brush. And then I just go in and I just apply the makeup that way, or the blush that way. And then I take the blush brush and I hold it straight this way instead of this way to blend. And when I blend it, it kind of pushes it up onto my cheekbones and kind of blends it really, really well, and it's very effortless. I love this brush. I know a lot of people wouldn't use it for that purpose, but like I said, the only rule for me for makeup is not to look cray, and if you find something that serves a different purpose than what it was intended for when it was made, you just go ahead and do that. My last brush is a little more expensive, and this is the Nars number 16 brush. This is an angled eyeshadow brush, I believe, but I like to use it for my nose when I contour my nose with blush, or when I contour my nose with powder products. I also use this when I use my my L'Oreal True Match Concealer Crayon to contour as well. This is an amazing brush. I do find that it sheds a little bit more than I'd like it to, but the density and just the way that it blends, it's really amazing. I would totally recommend this blush. I would totally recommend this brush to all of you because it is great for hard to reach places where you can't necessarily use your ideal contouring brush. So this is the last brush that I am going to mention. Now I'm losing my voice, guys. I have like dry mouth. I have to go. But thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button down below, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out this makeup tutorial as well, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Love you. Bye.